Hey everyone, I'm Uriah Kaiser, the publisher of Potomac Local News. Thanks for joining me on this video. We just posted a story this afternoon that's gotten a lot of attention. The story, Stafford Schools officials reviewed a proposal to spend $2.2 million to remove every men's urinal in every school building in the county. You can read that story. Subscribers can read that story. It's on our website at potomaclocal.com right now. We got a lot of reaction on social media from this story, and that's not uncommon. We get a lot of reaction to our news. That's a good thing. We enjoy hearing from our readers and seeing discussion and debate among the issues that we cover. Most of the reaction was that the story is behind their subscriber paywall, and the non-subscribers who really want to read the story, they cannot because they're not a paid subscriber, and they choose not to be. Many of them said they will not subscribe, and that's perfectly fine. That's their choice. No one's forcing them to subscribe to Potomac Local. Well, we certainly have no means of doing that. The news business, as we've known it for the past 100 years, it's changing. When the newspaper business, when I started about 10 years ago, is in the crapper. It was in the crapper when I got into the newspaper business. And so the way we consume news is changing, and the old ways of advertising, supporting every bit of news that you read, that's gone, and it's not coming back, folks. So, but that's a whole nother video, a whole nother conversation. So, if you want to read the story, by all means, please subscribe. And here's a plug: if you want to save 25% on a new subscription today, an annual subscription, use coupon code LAND, LAND, like land the plane, and that's. Get a $65 subscription for $48. Not a bad deal. But what we're really talking about, and the purpose for me to want to come on and explain some of my thoughts, is some of the comments that we've got that said that our reporting was dangerous and irresponsible, that we shouldn't have reported this story. The story, for those who have read it, those subscribers, they will know it's all fact, right? And it's actually all bullet points of fact. It's really all the story is bullet points of fact. The fact is that school officials spent time, effort, and money on reviewing a plan, and they reviewed it in a Finance and Budget Committee meeting. These are in public documents. These are not shielded documents. These public documents are on the Stafford County Schools website. You can go look at them. They're not behind a paywall like we have on our site. They're free to read. And we reported on them because what the government does is news, right? And we have a sort of policy in our newsroom. And a great example of it is when it comes to public safety, right? So if a police car or a fire truck is dispatched to anything, right? If the term is put in, if it was taken out of service is the term, and dispatched to a house fire or a domestic call or bank robbery or anything, if it's taken out of service, if it cannot be dispatched to serve someone, it's out of service, specifically on a call, they're spending county taxpayer resources, right? They're spending money on gas. There's someone behind the wheel of that police car who's collecting a salary. There's a crew on that fire truck who, whether they be volunteer, they're using equipment purchased in part by taxpayers. And if they're career firefighters, they're also collecting paychecks. And so we want to know about where they're going. We want to know where those vehicles are going and what they're doing and what they're being dispatched for. And so we consider that news, right? So anytime a public safety vehicle rolls, it's news. And so though we don't cover it like that because we don't have the resources to cover everything. And frankly, I don't know if our readers want to read every single incident like that. But we consider it news. And so we don't have any problem asking and for that matter, getting information. We have great relationships with our public safety agencies in the region that we serve. that work with us and tell us what they're up to, and you know, we love to highlight them because the job that they do to keep us safe is so important. And so the same sort of can be said for our coverage of local government, right? This policy this proposal to spend $2.2 million to remove men's urinals in all county schools, someone was tasked at the staff level to put out a request for proposals to a contractor that then sent back this proposal outlining in detail what it would cost to carry out this request. So staff time there, they obviously get paid public money for their hard work. Elected officials are spending time discussing this, and public and these meetings are public, right? These not only are these public, not only are these I guess that's the finance committee for the school division. You can go to these meetings in addition to the school board meetings and the board of supervisors. So this is all taking place in a very public realm and very ripe for public discussion. And so we will continue to cover this type of news. We think it's very important that you know what your elected officials are doing and how they're spending your money, or at least looking at how to spend your money. Now, no action was taken on this plan. If you read the story, we clearly tell you that there is no action to remove the urinals. It's something that they simply reviewed the proposal. It's not going to the school board. So. But they're talking about it. And if our elected officials are talking about it, I think we should be talking about it too. That's our job. We're the press. And so we will make a promise to continue to talk about this, and not only the schools, but the Board of Supervisors, state officials, what they're doing locally, right? That's our job. We feel like that's our responsibility to report it and let you know, because in the end, we're the ones collectively, I live here too, that are footing the bill for good local government. And in the end, that's what we want. We want good local government. So we will continue to report on that. Folks, do not wait for this information to sort of find you for free on social media. I can tell you, I come to work every day. My team comes to work every day with one goal, and that is to make you smarter about your community faster, right? And to do that, all you need to do is two things. You need to get our morning newsletter. Go to PotomacLocal.com, click Get Daily Email. It's right there at the top under News. And then once you get that daily email, you'll have a sort of a buffet of everything that there is to read this day in that email, delivered to you every weekday at 5 a.m. free of charge. If you want to go deeper, if you actually want to read 100% of the content and that email, please subscribe. Click subscribe on our website. And again, if you subscribe, if you get an annual subscription today and use the coupon code LAND, that's LAND, land the plane, you'll save 25% on that new subscription that comes down from $6 a month to $4.06 a month. That is a small price to pay for all of the local, can't get it anywhere else journalism that we give you every day on PotomacLocal.com. Either way, if you're a subscriber, if you're a casual reader, and you just read the free stuff, either way, we certainly appreciate you coming to PotomacLocal.com, staying connected, discussing the issues, most importantly, debating the issues, because when that doesn't happen, when we stop knowing what our elected officials are doing, when we don't know what the issues are, and we certainly don't debate, then to me, that's the most dangerous thing for our community. So we will continue to do the reporting. We will continue to follow the money, and we will continue to shine a light where it needs to be to make sure you know what's happening in your local government. That's it for now, folks. Have a great day.